Claire says she got us in. We can join the server. We're getting special privileges. Let's go. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that. Guys, can we get some appreciation for Claire and the team? They've done such a good job with the Trackmania games. Really fun. And we are now live in the grand finals. This is what we're seeing right now, the first round. They each have 80 health points. First place loses 2. Second place loses 5. Third loses 7 points. And fourth loses 10 points per round. And they play until the last player standing. That is the winner of the Trackmania Games RPG section. And these guys are all basically masters of the craft. Sorry about the little freeze there. Full screen the game. These guys are all masters of the craft. Like Scundier, I played against him in an RPG final in 2019. Already then I thought he was cracked, and he has only gotten more cracked since. Morphio has been one of the best, and in later years the best RPG player on Trackmania 2 for many, many years. Very, very good player. Raistlin, I have been extremely impressed with throughout the tournament, both in the knockout, but now also in the matches today. Like, I didn't know Raistlin was this good. He's crazy. And Aurel is a previous pro player at the top level. Played in the Trackmania Grand League and World Tour. And also, I mean, yeah, also recently played with Team Lion Coast and got pretty far in some other tournaments, but I think free agent as of now. But very good all styles. Morphio with a clip and a respawn. Can't make the next jump. That's gonna put Morphio in last for this first round. Not expecting to see big mistakes by the others, but with our introductions done, you can probably get your predictions in Twitch chat, and we can see who takes it. Low flip from Aurel, catching up to Scundier. 0.8 only. Over the bridge. Low speed here so they can turn around quickly. Drop behind the waterfall. Aurel's gaining a 10th towards Scundier. Low jump. That's gonna gain even more, I think. Oh, good speed for Scundier, though. How quick is the turnaround here? That's 0.60. Aurel chasing for his place. Wants only to drop 2 points if he can help it. Good speed through this gap because you have the engine off thereafter. Wall hit here into 2 boosters. Better for Scundier, it looked like. Aurel had some hiccup with the car as he got out of that, so Scundier about a second ahead right now. Yeah, 1.3. And Raistlin is even closing in for second. Raistlin with... Oh, I was gonna say with a good ending could do it. Now just has to survive. That was very close to a full crash. And here, final obstacle. Jump up onto this block. A little bit sideways, so you land up there. And now jump to the finish. Scundier winning first round with a 3:08. Only 1 second from the world record. Aurel second with a 3:09. Raistlin 3:10. And Morphio with that 1 respawn, 3:18. Morphio drove the world record in rounds last match. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we gotta update the title as well. Thank you. Okay, we missed the first 8 seconds, but now we can watch the round. And it looks just about tied after the first couple of corners. Into the pipe and the magnet part, they go... Well, not yet, actually. Wrong pipe. Scundier crashing this round. Morphio intentionally... Raistlin, rather. Intentionally wallbanging to get less airtime. Now we go into the pipe with the magnet. Even I'm getting confused. Up on the roof. And Scundier somehow only lost 0.8 with that one mistake of his. Thought he would lose more, but so good at recovering quickly after the crash there. And he might well fight his way up to first. I think we follow his point of view. He was very quick last round. See if he can do it. Sharp corner, losing a little bit more here though. The others are within 0.1. Wow. Okay, we're gonna jump up to Raistlin versus the 2 French players. Important rock hit coming up here, guys. Through checkpoint 10, you have the straight rock hit on the wall here, and look how quickly Raistlin's car rotates. Extends the gap a little bit. Scundier struggling to make up the deficits from his mistake. That's the only thing that puts him out of this race for now. But yeah, insane pace by everybody. Like, you rarely have on 3-minute long maps that the tiny, tiny details are the deciding factors, but here it's like How low can you get this flip? If you get it a little bit better, that might decide the entire round. Raceland earlier landing. Pushing away a bit. Looks like Morphio had to respawn again. Disaster for him. Aurel with more speed up the bridge. Nose down landing for him. Raceland air brakes. Raceland overtakes. Good quarter pipe by both. And Scundier still in that 0.7 gap from earlier. Has driven everything equal to the guys up front. Bug slide now. And the speed into the tunnel, important. Gets that good too, but looks too far with the way the other guys are driving. Really unfortunate for Morphio though to start the final with 2 -10s if that's the case. That's quite hard to come back from. Scundier, speaking of coming back, is chasing down Aurel right now. Raceland far ahead, but the battle for second is not settled. And if Raceland gets a poor wall hit here, maybe even first is up for grabs. Good landing for Raceland. Great landing for Scundier. Wow, he settles second place for himself rather easily there. 308 Raceland, 309 Scundier. Minus points for first place. Yeah, if you don't know how the format works, they all started with 80 points. Everybody loses points regardless, but first place loses the least. Eventually you go to 0 and you reach last chance mode, where you have to not be last place. Otherwise you're eliminated from the grand final. And we play until you have 2 players left in a head-to-head. Really exciting stuff when we get further into the match. But a little bit scary for Morphio now. He had 2 -10s and also made a early mistake here. Maybe a little bit shaky on this track. But this is also where he set the world record earlier. But yeah, not getting things to work right now. Small clips everywhere. And it's 1.3 seconds. Great turnaround here though. And we'll see on the splits if he can come back. On board with Aurel now. Was ahead of Scundier, then behind, and now ahead again. Good airtime reduction up the ramp. And they all release here. I thought maybe you can neo slide there. Maybe it's not worth, but these guys are driving so fast that I kind of trust everything they've found has been studied. Many, many tiny details that make up the run. Through checkpoint 10 again. We haven't seen too many people lose time here, but there's Raceland with a bad one and gets overtaken by both. Like, these are the details that might matter. .3 between them all, and that 2-second gap for Morphio is all the more annoying when you see these close rounds. You know you can be up there in pace, but it's just so punishing. The +10, okay, you get last, but +2? Still last? That's crazy. Up the bridge, Aurel almost missing the entry. And let's spectate Raceland for now. Only 45 seconds of the map left. This turnaround, better for Raceland. Earlier turnaround. Scundier more speed into the water bounce and bug slide. Perhaps it levels out. Into the house, Raceland has to release lower speed. And Scundier's gonna gain further amounts of time. Aurel plus 1.7 has made a mistake. Into the very last part now. 6/10 should not be possible for Raceland to gain unless Scundier makes a mistake. And he was very clean here last time with the landing up top. Oh my god. This is so fast too, guys. What is this time? 3:07.85. Aurel third, Morphio fourth. Almost caught up there for Morphio. He's releasing too, to the point where if he's a tiny bit slower there, he won't make the landing, but he has it under control. Like, he makes the car tilt just over the platform. What's world record? Top left. 3:07:37. Last round on this map now. 71 points Scundier, 61 RL, 66 Raceland, and 50 for Morphio. 3 last places in a row. Needs a good run now. Raceland was a 2-second mistake early. I missed what happened there. But Morphio does need someone to start making mistakes himself. Come back in the match. Scundier again with a great start. Like, this is the biggest gap Scundier's had from this point, but what we saw in the other rounds was that he was gaining throughout from here and onwards. So him being first here, I think means we're gonna see a huge gap. He's also in great flow right now. Like, when you get a couple of good runs in a row, you really start feeling it. So I think we're gonna see a fast run from Scundier again. Arel hesitating a little bit. Morphio pushing. Needs a -2. Close to Scundier, but Scundier tends to pick the lines that give the most speed. Like, it looks like you're getting closer, but then given a little bit more time, he's just as far ahead as he was before. Now it's 0.3. Arel did that part really well. Caught up again. And this is the... I mean, every round until now, we've had 3 players within a couple of tenths at this point into the race, which is so crazy. The flip. Who's going the lowest? Oh my god, Scundier. No, he gets a slow down landing. Okay, it was almost perfect for him. Still fast with a slow down landing. Across the bridge, fast. Low and fast for Scundier again. Guys, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think this is close to world record pace. No down landing here for Morphio. Faster. Arel 1.2 behind, Raceland 2.7. Jesus, okay, let's watch him drive. Last 30 seconds. Good speed on the booster and proper acceleration timing. He's pressing up at the right time there from the backwards part, keeping the most speed he can. It's only 0.47 though. Down to Morphio. Gets airtime. Okay, not ideal. Almost hits the plank. Little bit sketch. Nose dive twice. Good speed. Does he go for the low jump? Might have to. Gets it right. And this is another fast run. It's a 3:07 high, I think. Morphio had to respawn and drops into last again. Raceland into second. Arel respawned also on that last hit. So the 2 players that were at the bottom of the scoreboard already falling further down. Disastrous start for Morphio. Did you lose already, Wirtual? I got 17th in the play-ins and only top 16 got to play these matches. So I have already lost, yes, but seeing the level here, guys, I wouldn't have much influence in the matches. I would get -10s all the time. All the time? No, bro. Morphio, I feel so bad. I think he got a bug on the first flip. Like, there are certain spots you can't hit or it flips you lower than you expect. And you just get too big of a slowdown. And after already having 4 -10s, it's gonna be 5. I hate to say it, there is no way to come back 8 seconds on this map. The only thing that can happen is if someone gets the bug like Bren had. They will save this. Well, I shouldn't say, okay, maybe not. Maybe not fully set in stone, because they are also pushing for the 2, the 5, and the -7. So if they risk too much, like the plastic bounce, maybe, but we'll see. Here they go up the quarter pipe. You want to release early, go just above the shadow-ish, and then you can make it 196 or more speed. It's the limit. And now the plastic bounce, guys. This is an important part to not fail. Scundier going for the high speed line. I like that a lot more. They also make it with a low speed line. Shaky for RL, who doesn't get the bug slide. But still fine. Straight across there, landing in second gear. Scundier though on a great run. Chasing another -2. He's lost 11 points in the first 4 rounds. And that's really, really good. It's 3 first places and 1 second place so far for Scundier. Up the pipe. Looks like Scundier's made it. Aurel a bit slow. Raceland with second gear and a ton of speed catches up 0.4 towards Scundier. But unfortunately for Morphio, they all made it across the pipe, and that's one of the biggest mistakes you can get on this map. Bug slide, good for Scundier. Straightening out late and on the left side. I don't like the speed he has into this. But what a flip. He still makes it look so effortless. Gains time there. And this is a great run. It looks scary to me. I don't know if he's ever intimidated at all by his own lines. Little shaky in the end, but it's enough for first. Raceland's not going to risk here. Scundier with -2, Raceland -5, Aurel -7, and Morphio -10. So unfortunate. Don't say it, chat. Morphio is at 30. Aurel, Raceland, 40s and 50s. And Scundier in first. We can just say that. He's in first by a lot. Now, I think, of course, pressure on Morphio, but we should follow and see if he can come back from this. He is far better at these maps and the game than these rounds have indicated. I mean, he's earned his spot in the grand final, and now 0.3 ahead of everyone. Like, he, I think, has some something to prove. Scundier with a mistake, +1. Oh, that's awkward. I've had that one myself in practice. That's awkward. Releasing this jump has high consequences, and he might eat a -10 for that. I don't know if he released or if he got a weird jump that didn't go enough forwards. That can happen too, even if you don't release, but either way, the time loss is there. And he is correct to respawn, by the way. There's no way to get the wheel back over the edge. So the 10-pointer should be settled. We'll see what happens with the others. Morphio's still in first. All going for the low speed line. Aurel with the higher gear, though. Yeah, okay, all good. Into the wall, but better than having to respawn. Straight line, no side. And now we'll see the pipe. Last time Raceland had it in second gear. It's really, really difficult. Oh, Aurel having to slow down. Second gear again for Raceland and for Morphio. That is so difficult, guys, but you get about half a second in gains. Now the bug slide, pre-drift for Raceland, and insta air brake. I still would want a bit more speed for this flip, but wow, okay. He's back, guys. It takes so much to come back from those early mistakes. Like, you just want to give up when you fail 5 rounds in a row. But he is not done. He is absolutely not done in this final. And if he comes alive now and gets a couple of good rounds and gets the flow, I think we might see him contest for the win. 256.7 in round. Insane. He PB'd. He PB'd in match in the grand final. Absolutely not over, and it's really good for him that Scundier got last this round, because it levels the field a lot. New round. We gotta hope nobody gets the slowdown here. Oh, Raceland messes up a bit. He lost the gear, but he didn't get the slowdown on the flip, so the round won't be decided to something they can't really control for, which is good. Bad landing there from Morphio. Raceland struggling a bit with the walls, getting past. Ugh. Oh, that's awkward, but he saves it. Still gonna lose a bit of time. And now the backflip. Do they all make it? Yes, okay, good. I want to see it decided by the hundredths, you know, not by respawning on a part they should otherwise get. Jesus Christ! This is the type of run that Raceland has right now where you kind of just gotta, after you survive something like that, you just go, wake up. Like, come on, wake up. I'm not gonna drive like this. Like, there's no need to drive like this. He's doing things he wouldn't otherwise. And now he's back in the flow. The other three super close. We're gonna keep with Raceland's point of view here, guys, to see everybody do the bug slide. The plastic bounce. It can fail. And in my experience, fails more with low speed. But they all make it. Raceland gets closer. Arel drops down a bit. But we have a full-on race with all 4 players present up to the pipe. Really cool to see. Scundier pushing away in first. 0.3 ahead. Now the loop. There's a quarter pipe jump and then the pipe. Will anyone get it second gear? Maybe several even. Great low quarter pipe for Arel to keep himself in the race. Raceland and Arel releasing. Morphio respawned. Morphio respawned the pipe. And that is another -10 most likely. But the round was so insane. Everybody's driving really good pace. Raceland almost clipping. Arel, I think, clipped just then. Lost a bit of time. 100th apart. Scundier versus Raceland for the final couple of turns. There is a strat where you drift into the hill, wait till the top of the hill, and start another drift. Neither player gets it. Scundier is going straight. Raceland maybe more speed, but Scundier has it by a little over a tenth. 257.5 and 257.7 between the two. Arel 258. Insane race by everybody. A 3-minute RPG round and everyone's within a second. What's my PB? 258, which means I would have gotten last in this round if I PB'd. And my PB is like top 25 world, something like that. Like, it's pretty crazy. You know how, like, the slowest guy in the Olympics looks so slow compared to the fastest runners? But his level is still so unbelievably fast. It's just, in comparison, it looks slow. It's kind of like that when you see someone get last here with a 259 or something, and it's 2 seconds behind whatever. But that's still much faster than a lot of the top players in the world can do on their best run. Raceland mistake, yeah. 2.5. Not fully out of the race. If he can keep that distance to first, about +2, there is a chance someone else makes a mistake. And he can come back. Opa! Morphio into the wall. Stabilizing now. Scundier went very low just then. Is this enough? Whew. Barely makes the jump. Alright, let's see if he hits the bug slide. He goes for this high speed line, which I like a lot more. Makes you clear that block with ease. Arel had to respawn. Likely from low speed. I don't want to backseat here, guys, but likely from low speed. Not making it over the block. +7 for Arel. But yeah, Scundier, insane. You don't understand what the numbers to the right of each player's name means? Please clarify. It's their amount of points left in the match. The more you have, the better. If you go to 0, you lose. Scundier 2 seconds ahead. I think we're gonna follow his point of view for a bit. See how he gets along with the flip, then we can check out Morphio. Scundier gets it, he should have the rest of the track under control. Morphio's flip a little slow. There are maybe chances for Raceland here. Oh, but Raceland clipped and has an awkward turnaround. And now the gaps are so big that this should be a formality for everybody to finish. Great time by Scundier, wow. 257 or so. 256.99. Morphio second, Raceland third, Arel fourth. Pretty good outcome for Morphio, all things considered. And we skip to Silent Echo, the dragon map. World record here by Morphio. This was set recently. Oh, this is the map Morphio, he got world record in rounds, okay. Is that match world record or overall? It's overall. It's like, even after weeks of time attack, that's the best run anyone's gotten. Not just in rounds, which is quite absurd. Drop down on the rock, we release, everybody gets to the right. It's quite awkward that jump, but they all make it. Fast split too. Awkward drift here, you can hit the inside if you're not careful. Everybody gets it, but low speed for Morphio. I'm trying my best, chat, with the name. Neo slide Raceland misses, and that is a huge time loss. Because you don't get the speed for the next part, it's about a second. Yeah, +1. Now the flip to the left. Oh, awkward for Morphio. Arel, no! Oh, he got it too low. And that makes Raceland's mistake look not that bad in the overall grand scheme of things. Bug slide setup, good for everybody, I think. Good speed. Jumping far to the right here, keeping second gear on the landing, they all get it. Wall right down, and we're gonna jump perspectives here to Morphio. Chasing down Scundier. Goes higher, gets more speed down. Looks like a slightly better line. Gain a 10th. Pushes there, okay. He's locked. He's locked in. Lower air time. Gain 0.2 on seemingly a press forward part. And he's pushing still. Pushing ahead. Up the magnet. Sorry about the confusing cameras here. Now we're back into non-motion sickness inducing territory. Scundier, who... he's driving really fast, guys. Same with Raceland, but... Morphio... going very quickly through all this. 0.6 ahead. Oh, Scundier, almost a mistake there. Almost clipping. Gap's increasing, no? Yeah, 0.8. Far to the left here so that he can go earlier right. Good speed, early bug slide around the rock. Oh, almost let go too early there, but it's still good. And the others are fighting for a second right now. So close. Up the waterfall. Sharp drift left. Slow down here to be in first gear before you go up, so you don't eat the gear on the way up. Scundier got it. Raceland did not. You can see the difference. Oppa! Mistake from Raceland. And this is such a big gap that Morphio can hold on to it without any mistakes. Doesn't have to worry about like the tiny details. It's just don't crash at his level. Might not have to release for the dragon jump. You can release a bit here to go faster. He did actually release, and it's a really good release timing. Lands early, high speed, gained 3 tenths to Scundier, who maybe is settling in for second place. We'll see. Steers to the right, misses. No. And Scundier gets the end, but that's a huge mistake for Morphio. Raceland second. Looks like Morphio might still be third. Hard to say. Hard to say right now. Scundier wins the round. Aurel is in third. On the splits. And Morphio was on like a 354 pace. You hate to see it. It's never over until he gets last when he has 0 points left, but very difficult now. Very difficult. Wirtual, can you give your perspective on the difficulty of these long RPG maps versus the mixed maps? To me, this looks a lot more difficult. The mixed maps are difficult in the sense that the level of precision you have to play at to even score any points against the top players is extreme. Like, it's a lot easier to survive a clean run on the mixed maps, but surviving isn't enough. You're actually pushing a lot. And here, you will see more mistakes because the maps are longer, but the parts where the players are not making mistakes, they're gaining a bunch of time. So overall, I think that they're difficult for different reasons. I think it's just as difficult to score points against like Carl Jr. on mixed as it is against Scundier on RPG. Nice landing by Raceland, gets the wobble, that lets him get quicker around the rocks. You can see how much that gained. It was 0.3, now it's gonna be like 0.6, 0.4, 0.48, close enough. And Scundier has made a 1 second mistake. We'll see after the bug slide. Maybe we jump on board with him. Good from Aurel there. Needs enough speed to not get a slowdown up the ramp, and he gets it. Oh, okay. Dodges the rocks. Doesn't jump out to the left. Oh, but he hits the rock here. Scundier's gonna overtake. Likely for third. Or at least challenge for third. But Aurel holds on for now. Okay, every player within a second here. Close round. And now up on the magnet. To the right. Then sharp left down. Then we go on to a reactor part and we roof it. 1.2 seconds. Raceland and Morphio 0.2 apart. Morphio really needs this first place. Let's jump on board with Raceland. Good speed up the rock there. And they are extending the gap down to third, fourth. Closest round I think we've had for who gets the -10, but this race for first is equally exciting because Morphio can extend his time without entering last chance by 1 round here. If he gets first, dropping down to just 1 point. If he gets first. Oh, what a turn by Raceland. Oh my god, that is so insane what Morphio just did. He was at 98 speed, you get second gear at 100. He releases at the staircase to dodge the gear and gains a little bit more. I thought it was too fast, but he accounted for it. Nice little move. Now the back hit. Looks like Morphio gets a good. Extends ahead now. That's half a second-ish. Dragon jump. No need to risk that much. Ooh, I thought his back wheel was going to clip. 0.4. Goes wide as he tries to get the second gear. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Ahead of Raceland. They're both going to do the right steer. And they both get it. Morphio still got it. Good enough to remain in first. And their splits are incredible, guys. I mean, they're driving 355 pace. If not even faster. Morphio with a good landing. He's gonna win the round. Clutch from him. Down to just 1 point remaining, guys. But that's enough. It's almost world record. 353.5. Raceland second with a 354. And you got last place with 357. Last place here beats my PB. Last place 357. That was like a top 10 time in the world when I hunted the map. Aurel also at risk of entering last chance now. Unfortunate for Morphio is that he only has 2 rounds left of this map. And then we go to the map where he had some disasters to begin the match. But at least regardless what happens in this round for Morphio, he does enter last chance. So even if he gets the -10 here, guys, he will just drop to 0 left. And when that happens, he can no longer get last in the race or he gets knocked out. That's how it works. So you play until someone reaches 0, and then if they ever get last in a round, they're out. And then you play until you have 1 player left standing, and that's your champion. Looks like Aurel had a mistake there. Great platforming part by Morphio, and this is scary for Aurel. Perhaps could have stayed outside last chance a bit longer, but now he has big problems because he needs to get past 2 players, not just 1. Even for 3rd place, it's -7. He needs to get up to 2nd to delay last chance. But still in this round for Morphio, even though he is gonna hit last chance, he can make the others lose more health, right? It's still better for him to get first than last. The others lose more. Scundier wall hit, now only Raceland ahead of him. Trying to reduce airtime there with the side turn just before. Doesn't really get any gains. Good part before the roof hit. Almost closes the entire gap. Neo slide versus break tap. Great landing. Oh, what a nosedive for Raceland. This is going to extend to like a half a second gap with the engine off. Great speed. Down into the rock. Ramp cut by Raceland. Okay. He's feeling it. Adding some flair. It is also faster. 2nd gear has to be kept up the staircase. They both have it. Morphio setting up wide so that he can go left and then have an easier time with this right jump. And it's also faster. Catching up a lot now. Closing the distance once again. Scundier 1 second behind. Aurel 2. Up the waterfall. Down around the pillar. Better turn for Morphio this time. And now he's overtaken. Does he do the release again? Yes, he does. And you can see he gains here. It's not that much, but that tiny release tap, guys, is actually giving some gains. As 0.4 in that segment. Sometimes it's better to release if you stay in a favorable gear. 1st gear also climbs faster up a hill than 2nd gear, as with real driving. Scundier almost caught up to Raceland there, but bad wall hit. Does he push for more here, Scundier? Morphio has a good landing. Raceland getting a bit closer. The last jump out of the tube. They steer right so they can go on the inside of this obstacle. Raceland clipping a bit. Scundier equal. And it's coming down to the last clip. Scundier. Morphio is on world record pace. I just want to tell you guys. This is world record pace. This is so insane. With 1 health point remaining, bro drives world record in rounds. Scundier 2nd with 353 himself. Raceland -7 with a 354.2. -7 with 354.2. That's crazy. So now Morphio on last chance, Aurel on final chance. Neither player can afford to be last in a round or they are out of the final. You can clearly see, guys, like, when I was saying at the beginning of the match that Morphio's 5 in a row last place does not at all reflect the skill, this is what I was talking about. Like, he is so damn good at this game, but he just had the most unlucky start to the match I've ever seen. Like, he's up there with Scundier on pace, you know? And Raceland as well. The fastest 2 players in the match so far. But now it's just, he can't afford a single more mistake for the remainder of the match, and if he's gonna win the entire thing based on the health bars here, we're talking surviving at least another 10 rounds flawless. Also has to be scary for Aurel. Like, he does make that mistake previous round, but then he also sees the pace. 354 is what you gotta do to not be last. Like, it really is just full send, and Scundier with a wall hit. Let's Morphio pass. Bug slide. Don't go too inside. You might hit the rock. It's fine though. He stabilizes afterwards. Gets through the tight passage. Into the drift. Has it under control. Doesn't jump too far left. Classic mistake. And down into the tunnels we go. +1. Perfect start basically by Raceland so far. Bit bumpy here for Morphio, who's trying to get past Aurel. You have no insurance if your only gap for survival is 3/10 to Scundier with half the map remaining. Want to clear some more distance. Raceland with a small mistake there. He lost 0.5 to everybody. Up into the roof hit. Morphio also has some gains over the others in that ending section. Like the staircase release that we saw. Aurel with a slow balancing part on the rock. Scundier a bit further behind after this than before. 1.7 seconds now for last place. And it really is only about not being last. Like for Aurel and Morphio, they don't need to care about first place anymore. Necessarily, it's just don't be last. Aurel slow in the staircase. Scundier too, both missing the gear. That was a huge moment for Scundier to potentially overtake, but fortunately for Aurel, Scundier didn't have the gear. So close between them though. 4 elimination now. Can he fend off Scundier? Oh, bit of a slow line there for Aurel. The gap is 0.2 in Scundier's favor. Good speed for Aurel here, getting a little bit closer across the bridge. Oh, risking jumping very close to the walls too. You can gain even more by going very far left on this jump. You might hit the wall before the one you want. He does get it good. And he's right there with him. Now the dragon jump. We might see a mistake here. You have to release and land at the very start of the platform. But not too far back. Okay. He holds on. There is a tiny sliver of hope for an end mistake. He also misses the gear on the magnet, so further time losses. Where is Scundier? Has Scundier respawned? Like a guardian angel. Aurel was about to be knocked out, but the player with the most points gets the biggest minus right now. And also Morphio beats Raceland with almost another world record. And taxes him 5 points. 2 players on last chance. Scundier on 29. Raceland on 17. That, however, was the last round of this map, guys. We are going back to that first map where Morphio had some issues. But Morphio has world record. Would he be the best at the map? He might still be. He just had bad flow last time. Like, if you have some jitters, you know, at the start of a match, you're like a little shaky, you're not feeling it. Like, before you get properly warmed up in the match, you can lose so many points. Good speed for our 2 last chance players, Morphio and Aurel. Good backwards part 2. Did Raceland make a mistake? Oh, drifting. +10. Oh, this is a disaster for Raceland. And the 2 last chance players can breathe so easily now because they're not gonna make an 8-second mistake if they don't have to. And they don't have to push at all. They really don't. There's nothing to full sun now. So we might see Scundier get the -2 here. He's really the only one with something to prove in this round. I personally would never try to risk to tax Scundier 3 more points, you know? But maybe these guys are built different. It's +13. Like, risking your own tournament elimination to tax Scundier 3 points is crazy. But maybe if you're just driving better than him, then you don't have to risk. And right now, Morphio is overtaking an Aurel almost as well. Okay. This just got very interesting. This just got very interesting, because now the 2 last chance players have top 2. But we know Scundier is so fast here. He almost drove world record the first time it was played. several 308 low and 307 high runs. The flip he did very low last time. And look at that, Jesus Christ. He's not gonna let them give him a big minus on his score line. Whew. He gained about a second in the flip. Okay. I mean, now it's really, really difficult. Like, there's no reason to push. There's no reason to. Maybe he makes a mistake, you know? It's also very easy for us with the bird's eye view to know what the play is. But when you're playing the round, adrenaline pumping, things can happen. Hard to make these decisions in real time. Everybody's made it through. And 20 seconds of driving remain. There's one big obstacle here that they have to watch out for. First, timing the right turn here to not crash the planks. They all got it. And now the final obstacle where you do a wall hit and climb over it. You can release, but here you really shouldn't. You will never catch up to Scundier. Just go full speed, it doesn't matter. Scundier with the -2. Arel and Morphio survived the round, and Raceland -10, down to 7 points only. There was a moment there where they had him beat, but that low flip from Scundier is crazy. Huge round for Scundier, yeah. He now has such a lead in the match. 27-7. And 2 LCs. Both Morphio and Arel have survived for a long time now in Last Chance. They've both been clutching up when they had to. But for how long can this go on? I mean, at some point, we will have eliminations. Nobody wants to be the first to go, but it's gonna happen at some point. Scundier 1 second behind. I wouldn't be alarmed yet, but this can turn into absolute cinema if this scoreline remains. Jesus Christ. Arel with a small mistake. We know Scundier can gain about a second in the flip if he does that again. Perhaps also earlier, like the rock hit. Oh, Arel a bit shaky, but Scundier even less flow over that hump and is 1.8 behind Morphio. 8 tenths behind the closest player. Good speed through here though. Not gonna lose further time. I think on the contrary, he's getting a bit closer. 8 tenths still. Now the rock hit. We've seen some big differences here after the landing. Does he get it good this time? Yes, that looks good. Getting closer to Arel. And we're soon at the flip, guys. Wait a second, Raceland! Raceland didn't make the roof hit. How did this happen? Did he get a landing bug? That part should be absolute PF. Oh my, we're gonna have 3 last chances, I think. And Scundier right now fighting to not get the -7. Maybe Arel can deny him here. There is such a gap down that he doesn't really need to be scared about respawning once Arel. And giving Scundier -7 here puts him on a flat number where they can quicker get him to last chance as well. Of course, you might not be thinking about this in the round, but if Arel beats Scundier here, it would actually be very, very good for them in last chance. Scundier's driving cleanly through out so far now. Morphio chilling. I'm not expecting to see any mistakes up front. And the gap's increasing between Scundier and Arel. And Arel would ideally like to be ahead of Scundier before this ending, because Scundier does it very riskily. He releases so that the car falls earlier over the top and gains time there every single time. Morphio almost with a world record. 3:08:01, insane run. 22 points for Scundier. Last chance for all other players. So guys, it's a 3 in 4 chance that we will have a player eliminated here. If Scundier gets last though, it's complete cinema. But at this point, very, very volatile. A single mistake, a single crash, a clip, a roof hit that doesn't work, anything could have you out of the match. For 3 out of the 4 finalists. Morphio was the first to hit last chance, and the time since 2 other players have ran out of points. But anything can still happen somehow. Somehow anything can still happen. If you just make sure you're never last, then you're never out. Oh, Raceland! Clips the rock, might have been hard to see there, but he got a nosedive onto the rock. It's not that bad, it's 1.4 seconds though. Many obstacles where time gains can be had remain. The rock hit. The ramp flip. And also perhaps that ending trick. It would be heartbreak for Raceland here, who for a long time was second place in the match in points, with Arel and Morphio far behind. Arel upside down respawning! That is a big time loss on the rock hit. One of the main obstacles. And this is such a gap that 6 seconds. I don't think Morphio is gonna risk. I don't think Raceland's gonna risk. I think we're gonna see them try to chart a steady course to the finish line here and make it into the top 3. Yeah, hard to control your car there so many times in a row. We've seen bad landings, but that was the worst landing we've seen in the most important round so far. And as I say, he shouldn't push. Morphio is trying to attack Scundier. He has really come alive in the match, and it's so good to see. It's so easily to mental boom after a couple of early mistakes, but we're seeing him at his peak right now. Look at the confidence, pushing that, knowing he's gonna make it past the wall, and not crashing. Does crash a little bit before the booster. I think Scundier is faster, no? Still advantage Morphio. Close to the wall there, getting a lot of speed for the magnet. This is insane to do this late in the match. No exhaustion visible in his driving style. Double nosedive, and now the climb. Does he get better than Scundier? Scundier overtakes with a clean landing and prevents further point loss. It's still only -2, and as we expected after the mistake, they all drove clean. And Arel is unfortunately out of the final. Well played though from Arel to stay in it for so long. Top 3 remain as we go to the last round of this map, guys. Now the point loss changes, but it really is not gonna matter because only person that can lose points is Scundier, and you get -10 for last no matter what. So basically, Morphio and Raceland on their final life. Scundier has 2 lives remaining before he himself is on last chance. So Scundier can afford 2 last places. Morphio and Raceland can afford none. Raceland wall hit, the other 2 jumping and turning. Raceland's line is better, but riskier. Up onto the magnet now. Early grip for Scundier and Morphio, lots of speed there. Getting closer onto the snaking pipe here. Raceland made a mistake last round. This time he corrected for it. Scundier sideways. 1 second loss just then. Hits the pillar here as well. Further time has been lost. And if Morphio and Raceland can survive this map, they're going on to a very level map. Like, there won't be too many differences on that second map in the map pack. We'll see. There's still a flip where Scundier gains a lot of time. There's still the rock hit. Oh, Scundier had it so good. He's closer. You can tell he's closer. Closer to Morphio at least. Oh, almost too wide there. Saves himself. The gap is about 0.8 of a second. Now the flip. This is his moment. He has to go low. He has to full send. And he gets a good flip, but the other two match him. He does not get any closer. And a further mistake happened. I think we're going to see Scundier take a -10 here. Awkward lines now because he lost speed on the bridge. 2 seconds behind. The others know it at this point. And 2 seconds for them is a lot of room to work with. Doesn't matter who of them gets first and second, they just have to not get caught up to by Scundier. No respawn can happen. A single wheel clip and they're out, basically. One missed drift, one missed kneel slide. Would also be enough to eliminate at this point. Raceland is slow, but fast enough for the jump. Not gonna get the nosedive that good though. And here you don't release. I mean, you don't release on this, you just full speed. Guess not. They're both releasing. They're just built like that. Yeah, we are gonna see it, guys. Scundier gained 2 seconds in the ending. Insane pace at the end there, but the others held their own. And we go to the next map. Scundier has the world record with a 2:55.94. Raceland has a 2:56.69. Morphio has a 2:56.72. Are they gonna do this? You can drift into that first flip that you just saw Scundier do. It's faster, quite considerably faster, 0.3 maybe, 0.4. But you also risk your entire chance at winning the tournament. If it goes wrong, you're out. They will not respawn on this map. So here, you drift, Raceland does it, small one though, doesn't want to chance it, and he actually gets the worst of the starts. Scundier and Morphio both a little bit lower airtime and more speed down the platform, 0.2 ahead. Raceland releasing for the nosedive, gets it, Morphio struggling, triangle instead, survives. Different lines here. Scundier with the nosedive, pulls ahead. Reduces airtime there. Very close start to the race. Nobody releasing the jump. Oh no, Scundier! Oh, he's not out. I thought his wheel got stuck forever, like earlier on. But he got loose. He didn't stay stuck there forever. It's only 0.6. Oh my god, okay. That's enough to spike your cortisol though. Heart rate pumping. Can he stabilize now and catch up? He has had such a point lead, and to see it all evaporate has to add some stress. The other two pushing despite having 0 points left. And he's very close. We're going to the plastic bounce. Will they all get it? Scundier I favor here because he goes for the higher speed line. The others might be in a bit of trouble of making the clearance. Did they both? Raceland is fine, but Morphio had to respawn. He didn't get over the edge. It is technically faster, I think, to do this low line. But you do also, if you get a bad plastic bounce, have no way to save it. Morphio +8. The first to hit 0, almost making it all the way till the... Scundier? How did Scundier fail the loop? It's not over. Okay. Gee, Raceland respawns. They're all close again. Scundier off the pipe. Scundier went off the pipe. Triple last chance. No way, bro. No way. Put this on the IMAX with the Dolby 7.1 surround sound. We're witnessing cinema. Everyone is so nervous. Everyone is so nervous. No! 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 Morphio too low. What is happening? Oh, he is gonna get eliminated here. He is gonna get eliminated after all. I don't think we'll see an end mistake. I mean, at this point I didn't think it happened, but no. Morphio is out. Oh, heartbreak there. He had the chance. Just a little bit too low. Raistlin versus Scundier in the final. Scundier has 2 lives, you could say. Raistlin only 1. Raistlin needs to win 2 rounds in a row to take the championship. Scundier only needs 1 win. Here we go. Everybody's shaky now. Everybody's nervous. Better start for Scundier. Gets the nosedive. Only a car length. Great angle through this. Good speed. Straightening out. Good landing area as well. Extending to about 0.2. Raistlin almost clipped the checkpoint, and that could have been it right there. Scundier again with a good start, but he struggled on this jump, guys. It has not been clean on this here. Oh, so low. Oh my god. Gained 0.3 there with the release timing. Close to the right wall. Dodges. Good landing inputs as well to keep speed. And he's driving a very fast run right now, Scundier. Over the hill. Still good. Double drift for Raistlin. Gets him a bit closer. Oh, probably could have gone a little bit lower here, Raistlin. Wants to save it though. There's still so many things that can happen. But Scundier's extending now. 2/10 gain from there. Does go for the low line again. Does he make it? He does. And that's why you go for the low line. It gains time. But it is so scary. Scundier with the higher line, a bit safer. 2/10 apart. Better speed for Scundier here. It's gonna extend, guys. This is almost a second gap into the next checkpoint because Scundier's faster throughout the end and off part. Better drift setup too. Okay, a second was an exaggeration, but it's like 0.6 before the pipe. Raistlin has been getting the second gear when he goes up this pipe quite a lot. He needs it now. Too wide. Releases, saves himself. Keeps himself in the match. Scundier slow off the pipe exit. Makes it equal into the last 40 seconds of driving. You couldn't get it closer than this after the first 2 minutes of driving. Bug slide now. Raistlin air brakes for a flat, sharper line with less speed. Scundier's gonna be faster. The flip up. Scundier goes low. Lands better. Lands in second gear. Raistlin trailing by 0.2. Scundier can decide it here. Raistlin needs something in the end, but it's a little bit too much. I think Scundier clipped. Did he not? No, he's fine. Last drift up the hill. Raistlin hesitating. Scundier. Clean. Release. Straight line. Air brake. Nosedive. He has it all. And he wins the RPG. 257.6. GG. Raistlin second place. Great run by him. Great attempt. I mean, that was so insane to watch, guys. This match flipped so many times. But Scundier's early dominance had him keep enough health points to close it out in the end. Really, really cool stuff. GG's to everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I really enjoyed watching. You know, last week I was a bit bummed out getting eliminated, but I wouldn't stand a chance. Literally 0 chance. I'm happier to watch this than to play it. I'm much happier to watch it.